Hello, hello! Welcome back to another episode of Crypto Night. So today's video is going to be Hump Day news topics. I'm going to go through a list of the latest news in the cryptocurrency world, and I'm going to also end with some ICOs that I'm monitoring. I'm watching the dates and ones that I've done reviews, but maybe not video reviews on. So stay tuned for that. I'm Crypto Night. Make sure you guys are subscribed and hit the like buttons when you guys like the videos. So let's get started here. So first off, CoinMarketCap. It's been doing about the same thing for the last couple weeks, up and down around between 11,000 to 12,000 range. A lot of speculation. A lot of people have been talking about it going down to 8,000 or even 6,000. I've even heard some people say it's going to go down to 4,000, which seems a little way too crazy for me. But it has held its own. It's holding above 10,000. It's actually above 11,000 right now, as you can see here. So this is very exciting. Seems every day we get some greens and we get some reds throughout the top 20 here. Today, Cardano, Neo, and Stellar seem to be up. So it's kind of a guessing game to know which ones are going to be up and which ones are going to be down. I'm not very big on day trading. I've tried it. It does not. It's probably maybe less than 5% of day traders should even be day trading, in my opinion. So yeah, I like to do an ETF, and I have been doing that with CoinCube. However, one big issue that we've seen lately with CoinCube is their database got hacked. So they sent this email out basically saying a couple accounts, someone hacked into the database and accessed the API records for a couple of the accounts. They placed sell orders which were near zero and basically liquidated their accounts, which, oh my goodness, that would freak me out. So this happened to a couple accounts, and they even said one of the accounts was the owners or the founder of CoinCube. So it happened to his account. They liquidated it. I quickly logged into Bittrex. I deleted my API account. But this is an awesome program. I actually contacted them, asking them for more details, and if they've fixed the problem, they said that they're doing a security audit to see what's going on. So if you guys have any API keys set up for and connected with CoinCube, make sure you go and delete those immediately. Someone might have the access to those. I hope not. CoinCube builds an ETF for you through your exchange. It connects to it and puts the buy orders and the sell orders when it needs to. Awesome system. I love it, and it allows me to basically not have to pick and choose which of the top 20 or 30 coins to get into. And now there's that FUD out there. I hate that has happened, just because I like it so much. So hopefully they get that all cleared up, and then we'll be able to use it again. We'll see. It's a free system too, so that's another reason I like it. So Coinbase, they're making a ton of money. $2.7 million every single day. That's, what is that, about 80 million every month. So lots of money to be made in this space, guys. These guys, Coinbase is it's kind of a starting point to get into cryptocurrencies. So this is actually positive news, indicating that there's a lot of new people coming into the space and trying to buy cryptos. I bought mine back in 2016, most of mine, and so I don't really care to use my fiat currency to buy anymore. I don't need to at this point. So it is a lot of new people that come into here, and even people that have regular paychecks, they put it into they put a portion of it into Coinbase as well. So, but this is only the fees that they're getting off of this. So there's a lot more coming into Coinbase than that, obviously. So very, very nice to see. The market is growing, you guys. Don't let all the FUD. You're going to see, once I go through all these other news articles, you're going to see how much FUD is out there. It is crazy. So Benabit ICO does a runner with $2.7 million of investor funds. So this is kind of a reminder, you guys. There was a lot of ICO review websites out there that actually gave these guys high marks, including ICO Bench, and I can't remember what the other ones were, but this is just a reminder that we need to be diligent when we do reviews on these ICOs, and I try to be as diligent as I can. One thing that happened, I think they have the pictures. Yeah, so what happened was they had pictures of these guys, and these apparently were from some high school, the pictures, and then someone found one of the images, and it was at the high school, and then they questioned it, and then this what is it called, Benabit. I didn't even know about this ICO, so I'm glad I didn't get in on this one. But they found it, and then Benabit changed them, and they basically left. They left with $2.7 million. You hate to see this because you know the mainstream media is just going to jump on these kind of things and say, well, what about this? What about that? Yeah. And you know, it's sad when these things happen. That's why I try to be as thorough as I can when I do my reviews and investigating these ICOs. One thing you'll notice here, guys, is there's no LinkedIn profiles, links to their profiles. So that's a big red flag right there. You want to make sure that there's some history with the people that are involved. And I try to make sure that there is some history with them. And sadly, a lot of people got duped on this one, and mainstream media is having a heyday with it. So this is an interesting thing. This guy had 200 Bitcoin. He actually started with $3,000, and then he turned that into 200 Bitcoin, basically day trading it. And then over the last month, he lost all of it through some margin trading and various trying to predict the market. He said it was going down. He put in some buy orders to go up, and it didn't turn out. So then he put some sell orders, and then it went up, and then always went the wrong way on him. And that's why I say do not day trade. Don't even think you're a day trader, because it's very, very difficult to do. You're going to lose a lot of money when you try to do that. So, and that's why I like CoinCube, that ETF. I don't have to day trade. I just sit on all of them and ride the market the way the market's going. So, Stripe, it's doing away with Bitcoin payments. It's felt the pressure, and it was kind of exciting to see last year when Stripe added Bitcoin payments, and now apparently they're doing away with it. So that's kind of sad. And you guys can check out these articles more. I'm not going to go into all the detail on them, but that's just one article. So Davos, Switzerland, regulated out of existence. Stiglitz and Swiss bank bash Bitcoin at Davos. So the elite, the banking elite, doesn't like Bitcoin. They want to regulate it out of existence. They want all these government officials to say, hey, we're going to put these regulations and those regulations and make it so it's very difficult, and make it so that people don't want to get it, make the tax regulations hard and all that stuff. So this is at the 2018 World Economic Forum that they're talking about this stuff. I mean, it's not unexpected for the elite banking to do this, because Bitcoin is certainly a threat to them. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, it's like having a Swiss bank account in your wallet. You don't need a bank anymore because you manage it yourself. And what we're seeing here is these bankers feel threatened and they want to get rid of it. So they tell these government officials to regulate the crap out of it. hopefully we can get around this stuff. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm sure regulations are coming down, and that leads us to South Korea. Lots of regulations, lots of FUD has been coming out of South Korea lately. South Korea releases official guidelines for cryptocurrency exchanges and banks. Basically, they want to get rid of anonymous trading. They want to know who everyone is that's doing the trading. However, there are decentralized exchanges that are coming online here that are going to be probably 2018's one of the big champions. A lot of exchanges coming up. Some of them are decentralized, and I think they're going to be big winners because people want to be anonymous. They don't want other people to know who they are or what they're doing. So, and I think for good reason. You want to be private as much as you can, especially with your finances. And this is going to hurt South Korea. It has been keeping the markets down a little bit. You can see here's another article. South Korea officially bans anonymous cryptocurrency accounts, yada, yada, yada. So we'll see what that does to their exchanges in the near term here. And I'm sure a bunch of people are going to get on board with those and with the decentralized exchanges. So another South Korea, 8 cryptocurrency exchanges in South Korea fined $130,000 for poor security measures. So a lot of South Korea stuff going on. They're trying to put in more regulations and control everyone, what they're doing. And that's what government officials do. They like to tell people what to do and have people follow their rules and not set up their own rules. So, yeah, so this stuff's going to blow over. The cryptocurrency market is going to start climbing again. At some point, I can't predict when, but it's just the way it is right now. So, and I wanted to just show you guys. I just did a Google search for Bitcoin news, and most of what we're seeing from the mainstream media is just crazy FUD. I'll just read the headlines here for you guys. Bitcoin demand at 10,000 hints at higher moves. So that's not FUD. That's positive. Here's the fundamental Bitcoin valuation metric. Bitcoin price is so high because criminals are using it for illegal purposes. Prices could triple, so that's actually exciting. USB chairman warns of massive potential drop in Bitcoin. Yeah, okay. We expect that from the mainstream banks. UBS chairman. That's the Bank of Scotland, I think. UBS. Bitcoin news. Now is the best time to invest. So there is some good. There's positive news, but there's some. When we get the negative news, it is like scary negative news. They're trying to scare the crap out of people. Bitcoin price. Is Bitcoin a bubble? Goldman Sachs warns investors. Bitcoin price warning. CEO warns cryptocurrency has no value. Hackers are using blacklisted Bitcoin apps to steal money. And finally, this one takes the award here. The currency of the far right. Why neo-Nazis love Bitcoin. Oh my goodness, this is just crazy. That's from The Guardian. So just crazy FUD out there, guys. Don't listen to it. We in this space, we expect all this negativity just because it's certainly a threat to the establishment, and it's doing away with a lot of establishment jobs and interest in what they're doing. So in my mind, that's a good thing. So I don't like to see people out of a job, but if it's a job that shouldn't be there in the first place, then okay. Okay, so if you guys aren't aware, I have a spreadsheet, a master spreadsheet. I put in a lot of ICOs on this first tab here, and I do this so that I can keep track of the ICOs that I'm focusing on, that I'm interested in. Sometimes I put some in here, they look very interesting, but I just haven't had time to review them, and you can see WePower and Go Network. I don't have any details on them because I haven't had the time to fully vet them yet. The ones that are filled in, I've pretty much said, yeah, or I've pretty much vetted The ones that I say definitely on are the ones I've vetted and I think have a potential to rise in value from the ICO. So I actually got into Napoleon X, and that's on right now. It's asset management. And if you guys go scroll to the right here, you can see my comments on, or my thoughts on the ICOs. So this is a regulated algorithmic asset manager, and they use trading bots to generate profits. And there's revenue sharing for the token holders. That's also exciting. And if you guys are interested in getting in on this one, you have to use, if you want an extra 5% bonus, you have to use someone else's referral code, someone else that has bought into the ICO. And I have bought into it, and this is my referral code if you want to put that in. I scoured the internet looking for one, and I found one to put one in for when I signed up. So this one is it's pretty exciting. Go check it out. I have all the details in here. The team looks really solid. Dottie, this is basically a decentralized web services similar to Amazon Web Services. That one looks pretty promising. They had their pre-ICO and it sold out really fast a couple days ago, and now January 29th is their actual ICO. So that's at 40 cents per token, and there's 100 million tokens total. B token looks really good, really solid. The team looks really good. However, there's a KYC ban on Canada and US, so a lot of people aren't going to be able to get into that one. I did a review on Winding Tree. Right here, you guys. My last video was on Winding Tree. Awesome looking project. It's going to revolutionize the travel industry. Hopefully it's not too early to the game, with cryptocurrencies not as mainstream as we like, but it also has the potential to draw more people into cryptocurrencies. So yeah, so right now the travel industry is controlled by two companies. About 95% of all websites out there for travel is all controlled by two companies, and that's a sad state, and this is hopefully going to change that. This could be a game changer. I really like this one. I'm going to get into it. One question mark about it is there's no hard cap. It's a 2-week duration. The first week you get a 10% bonus. Second week you don't get that bonus. So who knows how many tokens they're going to sell. There could be 1 billion tokens out there by the time it's done. Who knows? We'll see. It's 2 weeks, and we'll see how well they do. Signals. So Signals is really exciting. I did a review on this like 2 months ago. They had a pre-ICO, and they're coming out with the ICO February 26th. And I'm actually trying to get an interview with them. I want to talk to their developers so we can get more information on that. But essentially, if you guys are familiar with Gunbot or Hasbot, these trading bots, these automated trading bots, that's what this is going to do. But it looks like this could be even better than that, because it's going to use sentiment analysis and other variables to decide when to do the trading. So they've actually just released an alpha version of their platform. It kind of gives you a rundown, little hints of what it's going to be like. A lot of these buttons don't really work, but you can actually go into some of these things and it'll show you a little bit of details about it. I think this is going to be a solid program. I'm really excited about it, and I would really like to do a review or an interview with their development team, and I'm trying to get that. So if there's any other interviews you guys want me to try to get in on some of these ICOs, then just put them in the comments and I'll do my best to do that. Lastly, Medical Chain. This one is looking very exciting. It's basically putting your medical records on the blockchain, securely on the blockchain, so no one else can access them unless you grant them access to it. So for instance, if you go into the doctor, the medical clinic, and they want to see your medical records, you can grant them access, and they can see all of your history and the prescriptions you've taken, the prescriptions that other doctors have given you, all that stuff. So I think it's got a huge potential. You never know how much these things are going to be adopted because of the limitation of the adaptation of the blockchain at this point. Going forward, I mean, I think the blockchain is the future of technology, and it's just going to grow and grow. So hopefully some of these things aren't too early to the game, and it's hard to really tell that at this point. But yeah, so lots going on, lots of FUD out there. I think a lot of this is going to blow over, but and we're going to start getting back to 15,000, 16,000. I mean, it could go below 10,000 still, but I think a lot of the South Korea FUD is out there, and that's going to blow over at some point here. We're going to see all new highs again at some point. And I'm Crypto Knight, you guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I like to do reviews on ICOs and coins and talk about the latest happenings in the world of cryptocurrencies. And hope you guys like the content that I've been given. So hit that like button, and we'll see you guys next time.